I am Dr. Gman Chaudhary, and in this video I'll be talking about cheilitis. Cheilitis is a common condition, so I'll be covering cheilitis, like what is cheilitis and how it occurs, what are the causes and types, and what are symptoms you have, diagnosis and test, how you can prevent this condition. We'll discuss allopathic mode of treatment, and lastly we will discuss best effective homeopathy medicine to treat cheilitis. Cheilitis definition: what is cheilitis? Itis means the inflammation. So this is a lip inflammation, and this is also called chapped lips. So this is a kind of lip inflammation in which you can have like dry, cracked, red and inflamed lips. Now what are the types and causes? So we'll discuss types and causes along. So we'll discuss broad major types of the cheilitis. Number one, common, like this is eczematous cheilitis. Eczematous, as the name suggests, eczema. This is related with eczema, so atopic disease. If you have eczema, you have asthma, all these disease, so you can develop this condition. And if you have allergic reactions, means after using certain products, certain oral hygiene products, or these can be certain cosmetics products, like this can be lip mouthwash, toothpaste, lipsticks. These can cause cheilitis, eczematous cheilitis. Now the second one, angular cheilitis. Angular means on your angle, so this is on the angle of your mouth. So this is usually found like the person who have diabetes or who are using medicine for that medicine causes dryness, like if you're taking any acne. And what happens in angular cheilitis is usually the saliva this acts over angle of mouth, and eventually this causes dryness, and that causes secondary infection, and this can be like fungal infection as well as bacterial infection, candida and staph infections. Third one, that is actinic. Actinic cheilitis is again the type of cheilitis caused by once the person are in a contact or prolonged exposure. So in that case you can develop actinic cheilitis. So the person who are were fairly complex, who work on the dry and hot climate. So, and it is also a precancerous condition for squamous cell carcinoma. So ruling out of this condition should be done by biopsy. We'll discuss diagnosis part. So these are the major and common type of cheilitis. Now moving on symptom part. What symptom you have? See, this is cheilitis or chapped. Obviously you have like dry lips, cracked lips, inflamed lips. You have at times there's exfoliation, your skin comes out, and you have even in redness or swelling. You have even at times it is painful, at times there's a bleeding. So these symptoms can be there, and it always depends like what is your underlying disease. So symptoms can be according to that condition. Diagnosis part and what tests required for this condition. The basic examination, your physical examination, and there is a PET test to be done for like contact allergies, and there is a biopsy that we discussed in the actinic cheilitis. That biopsy, a small tissue sample is taken and studied, and cellular study, like what is the exact pathology behind this. Mouth swab test is done for ruling out the infection, whether it is bacterial or fungal. Part, allopathic mode of treatment always depends the type and cause of the infection, like what type you are having. You are having eczematous, then you are provided petroleum jellies. You are having, if you are having in angular, we discussed like fungal and the bacterial infection, so you are provided antifungal or antibacterial creams. And in actinic cheilitis there are cryotherapies. The best effective homeopathy medicine to treat cheilitis. See, homeopathy always focus on a holistic approach, like what altogether what symptom you have, what all symptom you have in totality, and what individual symptom you have. There are several medicine in homeopathy. We'll discuss the common and effective one. Belladonna is the medicine that is given when you have actinic cheilitis, means you are on a prolonged exposure. You are on exposure that is a prolonged exposure for the heat. So that is very indicative symptom of belladonna. So you can use in that case belladonna. Red inflammation is the guiding symptom of belladonna, redness, inflammation and the dryness. So in that case these are oral dose of homeopathy medicine. And if you're watching on YouTube, medicines link are provided on the description box below, so you can buy medicine from there, and you can start and just focus on your symptom and just try to match your symptom with the medicine. All the medicine unnecessarily, just use medicine according to your case and your symptom. The second one is Condurango. Condurango is again a very good medicine that is famous for, it's like ulcerative action, that you have ulceration, there are deep ulceration. In that case, you can use Condurango, very effective. Even in gastric ulcer, you have angular stomatitis and you have, those ulcers on your angles of the mouth. So in that case, you can use Condurango. Again, oral form of the medicine, just have 1 or 2 drops direct on tongue orally. You have any problem, just add some water. Natrum is quite famous again for like herpetic eruptions and on angular eruptions. If you have any, on your angles of mouth, like you have angular cheilitis, so in that case, you can use Natrum, very effective medicine. So you can use this medicine. Maxol action is that there is an excessive accumulation of saliva. There is a saliva formation. So in that case, and that happens in angular cheilitis. So in that case, you can use this medicine, that is Maxol. Again, 1 or 2 drops orally, like twice or thrice before having your meal, and regularly minimum for like 2 to 4 weeks. And it depends on rest of your symptom, like what all symptom you have is Rustox. Rustox again used when you have crusty formation, means you are having thick skin and that thick skin forms crust. So in that case, you can use Rustox. Graphitis, these medicines are given in winter aggravation, where graphitis is given when you have thick or dry skin, and petroleum is given when you have deep cracks, cuts, and you have bleeding in them. Medicine like Bryonia is also given in dry lips, and there is Arsenicum album. There are other medicine as well, but that completely depends on the patient's symptom. And there is ointment in homeopathy, that is Calendula ointment. So you can apply for that area, and that heals with the time. When the lip balms can be used, you can apply. These are Sani Herbal homeopathic part. How you can prevent this condition? So see, if you are in the habit of lip biting, so just avoid that. Lip biting should be avoided, lip licking should be avoided. And if you're using any oral hygiene product, so just have a watch on that if you are having any symptom after using certain or particular product, so just have a watch. Yes, hopefully this video can help you. If you find this video knowledgeable, informative, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon to get notified. Keep watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. Keep watching.